dog Kitty, and that's my RV. This is my 2021 Jayco Seneca 37L on the Freightliner S2 RV chassis, powered by a Cummins ISB 6.7-liter diesel engine mated to an Allison 3000 transmission. It comes in at just under 40 feet long and uses 50 amp service. It has 2 AC units, 3 slides, a pair of bunk beds, queen bed in the cab over, and a king size bed in the rear. It has a full kitchen complete with a dinette, microwave, stovetop, sink, residential style refrigerator, and it also has 5 TVs, which I admit is a little bit overkill as we mainly only use 2 of those TVs. We currently have 40,000 miles on this rig with just under 400 hours on the Onan 8000 diesel generator. Let's talk about modifications and why we chose them. As you can see from this video, we primarily like to boondock. The choice on this particular coach, as well as the modifications to it, were done in support of being able to camp without hookups. We also chose this coach primarily because it is not an all-electric coach, which would require more batteries and solar than what we currently have in order to comfortably boondock for any period of time. So there is propane on board for things like the stovetop, the furnace, and the hot water heater. Speaking of hot water, it is a tank-style design which allows us to use less water while boondocking compared to a tankless style hot water heater. Let me cover the modifications that have been done to this RV starting from the top down. First off, both roof AC units have been upgraded with soft starts. This helps with the initial amperage load when the compressor kicks on so that we're not tripping any breakers and we're softly starting these compressors to not have a huge initial draw against the battery bank. The roof itself has been sprayed with Flex Armor. Flex Armor is a lifetime warranty roof application where I never need to go on the roof and seal seams with Dicor again, nor do I have to worry about leaks. The great thing about Flex Armor, in addition to that warranty, is that they also spray this liner over the end caps, closing off those seams. Attached to the roof are 3 445-watt solar panels wired in series for just over 1,300 watts on the roof. These panels were installed during the Flex Armor roof installation, and as part of that process, we did have them remove the over-the-air TV antenna for a cleaner solar panel installation. The solar panels connect to a Victron solar charge controller, Victron Quattro 48-volt inverter charger, and 2 48-volt rack mount batteries at 100 amp hours each, being monitored by a Victron servo. So if you do the math, that comes out to roughly 8 12-volt lithium batteries. You may be asking why 48 volt? You need 12 volt to power the house, the jacks, the slides, and you're absolutely right. We kept the original factory 12 volt system for those things. We did upgrade to 4 6-volt AGM batteries as part of that, but everything else for the original 12 volt system to run the jacks, the slides, the lights is all still there. The 48 volt system powers everything that uses 120 volts AC as well as recharges the 12 volt house system. In essence, this RV has 3 complete separate battery systems. One to start and run the engine, transmission, and all those associated electronics. Another 12 volt system for the house 12 volt needs, and a third 48 volt system complete with solar to power all of the 120 volt AC needs. We can run both ACs for a few hours in the sun before we need to fire up the generator to recharge the batteries. However, we typically camp where you don't need to run the AC systems in order to be comfortable. In essence, the way this rig is wired, it thinks it's plugged in all of the time, even while rolling down the road. The Victron system also allows us to supplement if we're ever plugged into anything less than 50 amp service by pulling that additional power need from the battery bank itself. So if I'm plugged in somebody's driveway to an outlet at 15 amps, the Victron system can supplement when needs arise with the batteries that are on board. Continuing on down the coach, we do have a TPMS system and a Bluefire OBD system connected to a tablet so that the driver is updated with all of the information from what the motor, the transmission, coolant, tire pressure, etc. are all doing as we go down the road. The front windows, as well as the cab over window, have all been tinted with ceramic film to keep the heat out during the summer. We've also lined all of the cabinets, closets, bunk windows, and wet bay with Reflectix to help with the insulation. The stereo head unit in the dash has been upgraded to a larger screen Pioneer with Apple CarPlay, and the in-dash speakers have been upgraded to improve the sound as best we can in a rig like this. The suspension on this RV came with factory airbags on the rear suspension. We did install a pair of super steer motion control units to help with the rolling and swaying side to side. The rest of the suspension, shocks, leaf springs are all stock all the way around. The couch inside has been upgraded with a Bernhardt leather recliner sofa, and the mattress in the king bed has been upgraded with an RV King from Mattress Insider. Lastly, for internet capabilities, we do have a PepLink cellular router that can support up to 2 SIMs, so 2 different cellular networks, and we have Starlink. This redundancy allows the cellular router to switch between the two depending on whatever has better service or what we're connected to at the time. And inside, all of the TVs have been upgraded with Rokus to support streaming. Now, we've never had a towed or a trailer or a dolly towing setup with any of our RVs. However, we are looking to change that with this rig and its 12,000-pound towing capacity, although we won't be pulling anything half that amount when everything is said and done. Hope you appreciate this walkthrough on my current RV. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment down below. Thank you.